Good morning, guys. In the last class, we have seen the Aura handler. Aura handler is initialization purpose. So now we will see the example of Aura handler. See, whenever I write Aura handler inside a component, if I write Aura handler, what happens? Whenever this component name is J20 underscore 04 underscore set underscore get underscore attributes underscore values is the component name. This is the name of the component. Whenever I invoke this component with the help of app, so this is how we need to invoke the component. So this is the component name from here to here. This is the component name. Whenever I write the component name in the application, this is the app. Whenever I write the component name in the application, automatically this component get invoked. Whenever I write the Aura handler inside the component, automatically without doing any action, the Aura handler will be called. Actually, if in place of Aura handler, if I write any input button, if I write any lightning button, I need to write on click or on submission or on blur or on focus like that. I need to write some action with after pressing that button. If I write on click, after pressing that click only, the corresponding controller get activated. This is the controller. This controller get activated. But now, whenever this component is invoked, the first Aura handler will be called. The later the component gets loaded. Okay, that means this Aura handler is the like a constructor. It is acting as like a constructor. Okay, it gets called whenever component is invoked. Okay, now I took Aura handler. So this is the basic syntax up to this one. Whatever you write here, okay, invoke or call me or show me, whatever you write here, this is the action name. So that action name I have to mention in the controller. Okay, so that Aura handler will be called in the controller. Okay, now so I have taken three attributes: student name, marks, and result. Okay, so student name is of string type, marks is of decimal type, result is of string type. That means pass or failure. Okay, so I am displaying the result to the end user from this one. Okay, so I can, this cannot be visible to the end user. The end user can see only this tag up to here only. Student name, it will display here because this value come from here. Okay, I will tell you all these things in the paint section. Okay, student marks and result will be displayed to the end user. Okay, so I am passing the student name, marks values from the application. Student name is Ashok, marks is 34, for example. Okay, what happen? This is the controller. Whenever the Aura handler calls, automatically this invoke is called in the controller. So now Aura handler will be called without any events, without like events in the sense, without pressing buttons like on click, on change, on submit. Without pressing any button, the Aura handler will be called automatically. What happened? We are setting the values to the attributes. So where student name, variable student name is equal to component dot get. So whatever the value that we are passing to the student name through the app, we are getting it. Okay, so through component dot get means we are getting the value of student name. Std name means this one, std name, whatever the value it is available inside the attribute, we are getting into the controller. Same for marks is equal to component dot get v dot marks. So now student name and marks are came into the student st name and marks. I am declaring a variable called where result is equal to some, I just initialize it. Okay, if marks greater than 35, result is equal to, I'm overwriting the value with the pass. Else, if greater than 35 means is less than, else means less than, result is equal to fail. Okay, so component dot set, I am setting the value v dot result. Result is the, so result is the this one, this is the attribute. Okay, result is the attribute. That value, for this attribute I'm setting the value, that is component dot set v dot result. Whatever you write here, for example, if you write res, you have to write res here. In fact, I have written R result is the result. If you write res, it should be res, it should be res, it should be res. So, but I have taken result here also, result. So I just write result here. Okay. So whatever the value that is fail or pass, that value is going into the result, and it will set to the component. Okay. Let's check the what do we call output update preview. So Student name is Ashok, student marks is equal to 34, result is equal to fail. For example, if I'm increasing the marks, for example, some 55, control S, save, update preview. Now the result is pass. Okay, so it is now the code is working fine. So let us check the same code on paint section. So this is the code that I have written on developer console. So first, this is the Aura handle up to this extent c dot. So the common, this is the common syntax for Aura handler. Okay. So I have taken three attributes: student name, std name, marks, result. Okay, and we are passing these values. So student name we are passing as Ashok, and marks as 34 we are passing. Marks we are passing into the result, and Ashok is passing into the to std name. Okay, the same values are coming back to this one. Okay, so whatever we are setting into the result, okay, that is come here. So where this result came, where it is not coming from the result, it is coming from the controller. Okay, so whatever the value that is stored in the result here, that will go into the, from this point the result will go here. Okay, I'm sorry.